Good afternoon, this is Connor from 0DTE Traders here to present our market minute for October 16th, 2023. It is 4:50, so I'm recording this after the market close, and it was a strong day here for equities. SPX up plus 1% to 43.74. Matter of fact, we pinned our vol pin here at 43.75, so big bucks for our butterfly traders today. And this was really driven by the huge contraction in volatility. So VIX down about 11%. Now we highlighted this in our morning note that there was squeeze potential, or at the very minimum, if vol continues to compress, it's going to keep a bid under the market, really limiting the downside. So this morning, there was some ambiguity in the morning, right? We just sort of based here for a good 30 minutes or so. And it was at this point, either the market was going to break down or we were going to get the break of structure and the squeeze. And we got the squeeze, although we didn't get a whole lot of continuation. We just sort of based here all day around our pin, which is great if you're in the pin, right? I mean, just seeing this type of oscillating behavior, gives you confidence that there's really good pinning potential or mean reversion effect around that handle. But if you're looking to get into it, I mean, minimal opportunities. We did get some strong moves away, so, but again, pretty minimal, entry opportunities for that play. Now, for those who are not a member and want to learn a little bit more on how we determine these pins, I'm going to explain briefly here. So first off, we take a model-driven approach in our forecasting, and we consider factors such as gamma, vanna, charm, and implied volatility. So for those that don't know, these are second-order Greeks, and we look at these from the dealer's perspective. So if you buy or sell an option, there's a high probability that the dealer is on the other side of that trade. Okay, now dealers don't want directional exposure, so they hedge their position, and they have to adjust their hedge as the market moves. So we're essentially measuring these flows that are coming into markets, and these flows tend to support pinning at specific strike prices. Now, this doesn't hold true all the time, but it most certainly does in certain conditions, such as positive gamma and during the final week of monthly option expiration. So this is really where the pinning edge is the highest, or in other words, where the pinning effect is the greatest. Now, in our report, we always release 3 trade ideas because we don't know exactly what's going to happen intraday. Right, so we take the model-driven approach and we conduct analysis in the morning and throughout the day to determine conditions in the market. Now, if things are bullish, we are going to favor our pin high scenario. If things are bearish, we're going to favor pin low. And we have a third pin here called the volatility pin. So this was the pin that pinned today. And this is probably only in play about 15 to 20% of the time, and is generally more of an aggressive type of play. It could be positioned on the upside, it could be positioned on the downside, but it's where we anticipate the highest risk for a substantial directional move. For this to be in play, we need to see some sort of extreme in the market, whether that be extreme market internals or an extreme move in volatility, whether to the upside or to the downside. If we're seeing those conditions met, there's generally underlying dynamics that create a sustained move, right? Whether that is in the form of a squeeze or a rapid decline. So when we identify these conditions at play, we automatically favor this pin, which has very high pinning probability. This is our market report from this morning, and we have a number of charts in here. So if we just go down and look at one of our gamma charts, so SPX absolute gamma. So for those that don't know, positive gamma is the gamma on calls, negative gamma is the gamma on puts, and we're looking at all the options in the market, and we're sorting this by strike. So the strikes that have the highest gamma tend to exhibit the strongest pinning potential as we approach option expiration. So we saw that pin today here at 43.75. We know 4,400 has good pinning potential, 4,350. Now that's as of right now. Gamma is pretty sensitive, particularly as you approach option expiration. So, this data could change quite drastically. Key metrics could change. But point is, the market is going to gravitate towards these strikes, and there is a known pinning effect in the market. If you want to learn our approach, get access to our market research, data, and of course our butterfly pin ideas, we have a special offer for you. Use coupon code OPEXPIN at checkout and receive 20% off your first month subscription. This offer is valid until Friday, October 20th, 2023. Hope to see you soon.